Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Here we are once again. Ooh, we've got some time to let our iron schmelt, so we will let it do that. But let's break out of the hidey hole. Wolfie's barking. Spoiler Island over there, as it's colloquially known. I think I did that in the last episode, didn't I? Who knows? But yeah, we're back. Far Lands or Bust. Where to go today? I say we go west. But yeah, I didn't plan this out correctly. All right, hurry up. Just be done already. How's Wolfie doing on health? I think he's doing okay. I suppose it would have been nice if I had planted myself somewhere where there was a tree that I could harvest some more wooden planks, but I have not done such things as these. Let's create some modern art. Boop, 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 boop. And boop. Ooh, something. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I've lost my mind. We're back in Far Lands or Bust. While we're still waiting, I guess I can update you guys. We're up to 91% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser goal over at farlandsorbust.com. We're trying to raise $29,220 based on the previous fundraisers milestone that I pressed F3 at a long while ago, last November. We rocked 292,202 blocks from spawn. But yeah, we're at 91% right now. So we currently have $26,720 and 1 cent. All right, let's grab that. Do that. Let's grab Wolfie. I think I got a boat because it looks like we've got some boating ahead of us. But yeah, $26,720. That means there is exactly $2,500 to go until we reach 100%. That is amazing, everybody who keeps contributing. And if you'd like to contribute to that final $2,500, you can head over to farlandsorbust.com and do that right now. Well, when you're done watching the video, I guess. But at any time, open it up in a new tab. There's a link in the video description. Middle click usually opens up in a new tab, depending on what browser you're with. But yeah, that's amazing. I do appreciate that. And wow, this happened a lot quicker than I anticipated. I mentioned this last episode, though. But yeah, that's great. I do appreciate it. I'm still scrambling to come up with some ideas for what we can do for our 100% celebration. Last season, I know it was a marathon live stream. I'm sure we'll be doing something very similar. I'm just not sure on the duration. The 12-hour, 20-minute format was very nice, but I almost feel like we should be doing something a little bit more, but I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know if I have the capability, both physically, emotionally, and technically, to do an entire 24-hour live stream, even though I know those are all the rage nowadays with you young whippersnappers. But we still have some time to figure that out, I guess. So I guess we'll just wait and see, feel out the waters, as we are currently doing right now, making some good progress. Watch out, Wolfie. Oh, he's back there. Okay. Making some decent ground by sea. Decent ground by sea. That is a oxymoron, or wait, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, oxymoron of some description. But yeah, that's awesome. Indeed. This episode's probably coming out on July 12th, based on when I'm recording it, and that means, for those of you keeping up with your nerdy conventions of the summer, today, July 12th through the 15th, is San Diego's Comic-Con, the big Comic-Con convention. Oh, that's... Whoa, I'm getting shot at. Hey, guy! Oh god, this guy's like moving like very fast, is he not? It's freaking me out. Tap tap! Stop it. Oh, back off, guy. Watch out, Wolfie. Ah, you guys take so many arrows. Out of the way, cow! Oh, I got hit. That was a buzzer beater on his part. Dang. What a jerk. Where did he come from? I haven't been shot in a long time. Oh, you can see the Wow, the jitteriness is getting pretty crazy. Just look at the arrow, how the arrow stays pretty much positioned, but the ground is moving around it. Yeah, I guess this guy just spawned in the shade here. Ugh, what a jerk face. But yeah, Comic-Con is starting up. I am not going, as would be indicated by the fact that I am sitting in my office in the Midwest here. Yeah, I don't know, and I've mentioned that before. I'm still a little bit shaky when it comes to conventions like that. The closest thing to a convention I've gone to would be the NASA tweet-ups and NASA socials. But those are not quite the same, I don't think. That lava has me concerned. Ooh. Yeah, never been to any sort of convention. So, I don't know. And I'm still haven't made a 100% decision on Wolfie. Wolfie? Don't tell me you went in that lava. Wolfie? Hey, Wolfie. There he is. You're taking a long time to teleport lately, guy. Boing, 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 boing. Let's get everybody sick on YouTube. Yeah, Minecon haven't made any 100% decision on, partly because they haven't made any 100% decision on when, where, what, why, and when that thing is happening. So I know coming up soon here, our good Mindcrack friends Good and Pause are going to PlayOnCon, which is a convention in Atlanta? Or no, Georgia? Somewhere down south. Yeah, those guys are heading down there. It's kind of turned into a mini Minecon. I know there's a few other YouTube Minecraft LPers going down there, like Wolf21 and other people I'm unfamiliar with. But yeah, still personally not sure about the conventions. I know the Rooster Teeth RTX, I think, just happened last week. And then before that, what happened before that? Stuff was going on before that. Oh, there was that VidCon thing, which is more for video bloggers, and then something else was happening. I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, we'll keep our eyes on the radar for those things. What's the other one? Oh, the Penny Arcade Expo, PAX. I know, like, sold out like in 12 hours, and that's happening next month, I think. I don't know. I don't keep up with these things because I don't plan on going to them. So that's where that cookie crumbles. But yeah, that's happening. I've just been noticing there's I follow the Tomb Raider blog, and there's a lot of Tomb Raider stuff going around. Apparently they're going to actually have a playable demo there of the next Tomb Raider game, from the looks of what the blog is saying. So that'll be interesting to hear how that sounds and looks. And actually that was a question somebody asked. Everybody asks this question, but who did it specifically? Woof, who did it? Mac Ophisto asked, will you be playing the reboot of Tomb Raider? Diggity dang it, I don't have any boats. Oh wait, I need some planks here. Let's gather the planks from which we can make the boats and the beds. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Mac Ophisto, or Mac Zero Fisto, asked, will I be playing the reboot of the Tomb Raider? I would certainly like to, and I hope whoever's publishing that, who's publishing that now? Is it Square Enix or somebody else? Whoever it is, I hope they're conducive to allowing Let's Plays of that without much trouble. But that's, oh my gosh, so many planks. But that's been kind of delayed for a little bit. Now it's been pushed into 2013, which is unfortunate to say the least. But we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, Tomb Raider is one of those video game franchises that I just go all the way back with me, so I have to play them regardless. I even suffered through Angel of Darkness. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. I I'm more for the Tomb Raider franchise even more than Max Payne, which, as you know, if I was a huge Max Payne fan, I probably would have bought that on release date, but good thing I didn't, because it sounds like it sucks. So, yeah, we'll look forward to Tomb Raider next year. Hopefully I'm still around next year, and YouTube is still around and allows us to do this awesome thing that we do. Ha! Watch it, Wolfie. Cease. Alright, I'm going to try to keep the boat, or just send it into that squid. And then build our elevated hidey hole on this gravel beach. Hopefully it doesn't collapse underneath us. Boop, and a boop. And a boop. And a boop. Alright, let's go to sleep. And awakeness on a gravel beachness. Where did my boat go? There it is. Ow! Oh, that took a half a heart. How's my armor doing, by the way? Not bad. After getting shot in the face by that stupid skeleton. Oh, this might not be the way to go. Let's see what's this way. But yeah, looking forward to the next Tomb Raider game. He had a whole series of questions, Mac Zero Fisto. The next question he had was, if you want a trip to anywhere on Earth for free, where would you go? I have a lot of places I still would like to travel, but if somebody was giving me something all expenses paid and everything taken care of, I would want to go to Antarctica. That just seems awesome, does it not? I mean, how many people get to go to Antarctica? You know, even if it was just on a... you know, for some, you know, generally the only reason people get to go to Antarctica is for what's going on boat. Yeah, boats I might have to be careful of. Alright, screw you. The boat is not following the rest of the world. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start, I guess eventually on my journey here, I'm just gonna have to abandon boats altogether. Because they're not gonna be, I might glitch into a block and die, because we all know how that feels. But anyway, yeah, Antarctica would be cool. I know I mentioned a while ago that there's a program that certain universities have where they search for meteorite fragments in Antarctica, and it's easy to find them in Antarctica because it's a giant continent covered in ice and snow, so it's easy to find and pick up little fragments of meteorites, easier than it would be to say in your backyard in the Midwest, or, you know, somewhere where it's always, you know, dirt and, you know, actual rocks you have to compare to, as opposed to just finding them on fresh snow. That would be a cool little endeavor to partake in. Heyo. This reminds me of, oh, hey, okay, I guess we're going on here, Wolfie. Jeez, he pushed me out. Yeah, noodle. This reminds me, wow, this is like, oh gosh. Who else is getting serious flashbacks from the 292-202 monument? Like, seriously, this is Bizarro 292-202 monument. It's even got the monument right there. Okay, yeah, there was a giant, I think we called it Notch's Fist because it looked like a fist. And then I had the hidey hole in here, and the 292 monument was actually right here. There was a tree. Whoa, there was a tree right there. I should stop swinging my sword so haphazardly. Wow, creepy town. I like seriously like got that weird deja vu feeling. Yeah, this is totally creeping me out, man. I'm losing my mind. Crazy. Wolfie's like, let's get out of here. This place is giving me the willies. Give me the willies. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I wonder if that starts happening. Out of the way, flower. I lifted my hand from the mouse when I was itching my nose. I couldn't move. I wonder if that happens. If you know, features start repeating themselves. Because, I mean, there's got to be a point where it runs out of originality. I know everything's random, but you'd think, anyway. Well, I guess the point where it runs out of originality is the Far Lands, because that's where everything just goes, meh, and, you know, meh is the actual sound it makes when you arrive at the Far Lands. Wow, that was, A little bit weird. Let's never return to such place again. But what was I talking about? Antarctica. Yeah, going to Antarctica. That'd be cool. Oop. And there was a guy in my astronomy club who went to Purdue, which is for those of you who don't know, is where Neil Armstrong also went. So they have, they have a big statue of him there and blah, blah, blah. It's a big deal. But through his alumni club, they were taking a trip to Antarctica. And for those of you who haven't graduated college or university, other than trying to get you to donate to their university, the alumni club will put on programs, and for this amount of $1,000, we have this whole thing set up, a trip with meals and lodging and everything planned to do certain excursions and things like that for, as a benefit to the alumni and stuff like that. And he hemmed and hawed, and he ended up not doing it. But afterwards, he heard, I guess in the alumni newsletter that he got, that on that trip, that alumni trip to Antarctica, was none other than Neil Armstrong. So he's like, son of a gun. Not only could I have gone to Antarctica, but I could have gone to Antarctica with Neil Armstrong, the first human on the moon. So, that's pretty funny. So yeah, and I've actually, if you look it up, Neil Armstrong he's been to Antarctica a few times, and he does tend to do excursions like that, despite he's obviously quite the model introvert. He keeps to himself, doesn't do much press. It's very private, which is a pretty astounding feat for somebody who is as important as he is in terms of historically. But yeah, that's something he does every once and again, I guess. So that was just kind of an interesting anecdote that Antarctica brought to mind. I don't know how many other people get anecdotes suddenly firing into their brains when they think of Antarctica, but I'm strange. Deal with it. Woof. I heard a woof. I thought he agreed. I'm just starting to hear woofs all of a sudden in my brain. Other questions that Mac Zero Fisto has asked. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Wolfie. Alright, let's get this guy to spawn. Yep, there he is. Okay. I freak out now every time, since your teleporting seems to be a little bit delayed. I'm starting to freak out every time there's like an expansive ocean. I don't want to experience the same thing with those other first 5 dogs that I had. But anyway, another question from Mac Zero Fisto. Would you like to try some extreme activities? Extreme! Such as free-falling, wingsuit, etc. etc. I'm assuming like bungee jumping and things like that. No, not really. And I knew somebody who, at the same time, was like myself, had a milestone birthday, and they wanted to go skydiving, and I was like, nah, I don't know about that. I mean, it seems thrilling and a once-in-a-lifetime experience and whatnot. Wolfie, jeez. But neighbor's home. But you probably heard that. I don't know. I'd rather be flying the plane, to be honest. That would seem more fun to me, but not big on that. Bungee jumping, I mean, I get a quote-unquote thrill from doing stuff like hiking, like the Grand Canyon hiking. That's pretty scary stuff if you go down some of those trails. They're steep, and on one edge is a sheer cliff face down 400 feet or whatever, and you're all rocky, and there's no guardrail or anything like that. So that's thrilling to me. That sort of stuff. It might not be like whoa thrilling, but it's just like ooh thrilling. So that's thrilling to me. I don't know. I used to be big into roller coasters when I was younger, and I just haven't been because amusement parks and those Six Flags kind of things are just, I think they're a ripoff, and they just don't seem like the thing to do anymore. So yeah, no, I can't say. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I suppose if somebody like paid me to go, I would jump out of an airplane and stuff like that, but or just, you know, it was free. But again, that's not cheap either. I've got other things I'd rather spend my money on. I mean, I did, I guess one of those type of thrill things, I did do the ride in a NASCAR thing, the Richard Petty driving experience. I didn't drive the car, I just rode. I did the ride along, which is kind of cool. You're driving around a track at 160 miles an hour. That's thrilling, but not to the extent that jumping out of an airplane is, or jumping off a bridge or anything like that. That's new. I don't think I've seen much sand cliffs like that lately. Woof. Wolfie has not either. You know what? Now that I've been doing these like extended episodes, it's starting to feel like the 3-day episode is a little bit normal. It feels like when I did the last episode, I like had to cut my thought off, you know? And it's starting to be, I've noticed, with many people who do Let's Plays, it's starting to be that depending on who you are and what kind of content you put up, let's be crazy and do it this way, that videos are kind of getting away from the, they used to be all, you know, 10, 15 minutes long, but now we're getting away from that, and you're starting to see a lot more 25, 35, sometimes 45-minute episodes, especially in this format. Obviously, when it's a true Let's Play, like my Limbo Let's Play was, I tried to split that up into 15-minute intervals. That kind of makes sense, because it's more about the gameplay. But in terms of these, more vloggy style, just chatting, not necessarily talking about the game, exploring and stuff like that, this longer format tends to work a little bit more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know you guys always ask me to do longer episodes, and they're like, yay, look at the length of the episode. It's not just 25 minutes. So, but let me know in the comments what you think, and we will adjust the show accordingly, won't we, Wolfie? Won't we? Wolfie? Chicken? Okay, chicken. And a chickenness. Hey-o. Oh, now he barks. And a 3-day episode-ness. I also didn't want the entire episode to just be answering questions from this Mac Zero Fisto. I feel bad when that happens. I don't know. I just copied and pasted his questions. They seemed interesting, and they're on my my list here. But his last question is: if you were offered a cryogenic sleep to see the distant future, but leave behind your current life, would you go? That's a tough one. Let's make some torches, actually. I don't know why I'm doing it right next to this scary opening here, but I'm doing it. Woof. I think it's because I saw this coal. Okay, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think, as I mentioned in the few episodes where I'm talking about the Higgs boson or astronomy and stuff, we're living in a time right now that is very interesting. Things obviously aren't perfect, but we're starting to discover things that even 10, 20 years ago we never thought we'd discover. Things about like exoplanets. You know, exoplanets, when a lot of you were born, we had 0 exoplanets on the list, and now we have, you know, confirmed, I think about 900, is it? And we have candidates for about 2,000 exoplanets. I think recent news is there's a star that was recently confirmed to have 9 planets, which is a new record for exoplanets around another star. Even beats our solar system. But yeah, I think, I don't know. It's one of those things you kind of want. Yeah, it'd be interesting to fall asleep and wake up 100 years from now to see what all these discoveries were and when they happened, and be able to benefit from them, and who knows what discoveries we'd be making. Wolfie, wow, that sounded extremely painful. That was like a more than normal woof or squeal or whatever they do when they hurt themselves. But then again, it's almost just as exciting to be around for such discoveries. I still hold out a little smidgen of hope that within at least my lifetime, we will see a human boot print on Mars. That will be a day to remember. So I guess that is the kind of the way I look at that question. I mean, I suppose I'd have, if I was to go to sleep, I'd have to give up this whole YouTube Minecraft things and the charity and stuff, and that would be tough to do, and, people and family that I know right now. But I've already said in the past that if NASA were to show up at my doorstep and say, we want to send you to space, but you have to drop everything you're doing right now, just forget about it, don't even bother saying goodbye to anybody, we're going to send you to space, I'd be like, screw you guys, I'm going to space. So, I don't know what I want to say, I don't want to say my morals, but my attachment to certain things that are going on right now is probably not as resolved as if, say, I had, kids to take care of or anything, a little bit more important like that. But I'm a little bit more open to just drop everything and leave, I guess, is what I'm saying. But yeah, that's an interesting little moral question to think about. For the record, I know there are... Get him, Wolfie. I know there are actual... I've looked into this, because I'm weird. There are actual companies out there who offer cryogenics. That is, when you die, they will either freeze just your head, which doesn't seem like a good deal, or your entire body, and say that they'll keep you around until medicine has cured whatever ails you, and then will able to wake you up. I don't believe in that stuff, at least in its current state. Anybody who's paying money for that right now, I think, is kind of just paying for a very expensive grave, is really what's going on there. I just don't think, looking at the methods that they use of cryogenics, where they basically replace your bodily fluids with, gosh, Wolfie, with, other fluids that freeze, and then they anticipate that, in the future, they'll be able to put blood back in you, and, oh gosh, Wolfie's really hurting here. So I don't believe in such things as they stand right now. Who knows, maybe in the distant future, maybe in 100 years, we'll find a way to cryogenically freeze people then, not necessarily wake the people up who are cryogenically frozen now. But, hey guy, your buddy there kind of ruined my day in the last few days. But yeah, I don't really believe in that stuff as it stands right now. And there's a lot of controversy with that as well, but not notwithstanding to that, it's just from what I've read and have a little skepticism towards it. But yeah, thanks for all those questions, Mac Zero Fisto. Indeed, a little lag there. You're still... Boop! There was somebody posted on my Twitter. Hold on, I gotta look up what your name is just to thank you in person here. Alright, I'm back. It was on Twitter, goes by Terrawah, Terrawah, sent me a hilarious 3-panel comic strip, which I was reminded from by feeding Wolfie here. I'm going to link to it in the video description, but I'm not going to spoil it for you because the punchline, that last frame is hilarious. He emailed it, not emailed it, Twittered it at me and just sent me on Twitter. And I was reading it, and first panel, second panel, I died at the third panel. I nearly spit my coffee out in the morning. That was one of the funniest Farlands or Bust inspired comics I've seen. Wolfie agrees, but you'll have to check it out. It does have to deal with feeding Wolfie. But yeah, thank you very much, Terrawah, for that. Like I said, check out the link in the video description for that comic. It's hilarious. But let me answer another question here, I guess. Jelly452527 asked, do you ever go to Buffalo Wild Wings? If so, what sauce do you order? I mentioned a while ago that I liked buffalo wings. I do not, however, like Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are not the kind that I like. The atmosphere itself, it's kind of a sports bar. I don't watch sports. It's kind of a sports bar. It is a sports bar. They have like giant screens and floating trees over lakes. Yeah, it's just too loud in there anytime I've gone there, or had to, somebody meets there for their birthday or something like that. And so yeah, I don't particularly like the atmosphere there, but I don't particularly like the wings either. And I think it is because there are so many of those flavors that they don't... See, here's my thing, and this is the reason I liked Smoky Bones buffalo wings the best, which we don't have around here anymore, but with Smoky Bones, they actually bake the wings in the sauce, so it's actually like baked in. Whereas Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm imagining behind in the kitchen, they just have barrels and barrels of cooked wings, and then whenever anybody places an order, they just toss them in whatever sauce they want, and then deliver them like that. So I don't particularly like that method. It doesn't, to me, I'm apparently a buffalo wing snob, if there is such a thing, but, this terrain. But yeah, I don't like it too much. I mean, I tried their super hot, extra insane... Ooh, check this out. Ooh, careful, shift. Wolfie's gonna try to kill me, yep. I tried their the hottest one, and ooh, that's fun to say that you tried that, but then, if you do try that one, make sure that's the last one you try, because after that you won't be able to taste a damn thing. It's because it's too hot, and I personally don't see the point of things like that other than, Oh god, where'd that guy come from? Good grief. Gotta go! I do not like these forests. Let's get out of here before the end of the episode. Ow. I'm freaking out, guys. I gotta get out of here. There he is, okay. Whew, okay. But, how much does bread heal? Oh well. Full health. For your health. Bling. Yeah, not a fan of the Buffalo Wild Wings. Sorry. Another place that has good buffalo wings is a place called Texas Roadhouse, but still I have yet to find a place that gets as good as well, Outback. Outback has some pretty good buffalo wings, I think, as well. But like I said, never anything... Oh! Okay. Never anything as impressive as Smoky Bones had, which I will miss dearly in my neck of the woods. But yeah, 3-day episode. Let me know what you guys think of this as a continual thing. Let's get Wolfie to spawn over here, and we can create this final hidey hole. Hey, guy. Oh, he's going to swim over here. That's great. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? You're killing me, Smalls. There we go. All right. Hey. What is your issue? What is your major malfunction, boy? Alright, well, I guess I'll do this while I'm waiting. Here he is. Good job. But yeah, thank you once again for joining me for this episode of Far Lands or Bust. You can keep the questions coming in the comments below. I also appreciate every like on the video. If it is something you indeed like, that always helps. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing here so I don't dig into the ocean and flood myself. This, that. All right. And I guess if the 3-day thing is going to be a thing, I should make 3 boats, or beds. Which means I'm going to have to get more diligent about getting wool. Let's make a couple boats. Oh, why did I get rid of that flint? I had some arrows I could have made. But anyway, yeah, thanks for joining me for this episode of Far Lands or Bust. You can go over to farlandsorbust.com to keep contributing to Child's Play charity. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, $2,500 to go until we reach 100%, and I still have 60, 70, 80, and 90% milestones to get you guys, so look forward to those as well. Indeed, Wolfie agrees. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.